Park that big Mack truck right in this little garage. Hello my favorite people, today we'll be reacting to British chavs. Now the word chav is basically a word that was created to categorize a certain type or group of people. From my understanding, chavs are supposed to mean like lower income families or families and people from a lower social standing. But the problem with chavs is they use that term or their life situations as an excuse for their bad behavior. And I believe that's where the issue between chavs and the rest of society comes in. But in no way do I believe I'm in any place to judge. I don't fully understand it, and I'm only doing this video because I know a lot of you would, 1, be entertained, 2, enjoy, and 3, I think just like this video. So today we'll be reacting to British chavs for the first time on the channel. If you have any video suggestions or requests, make sure you head over to Instagram and DM them to me over there, or tweet them at me on Twitter. I can't go through every YouTube comment, not gonna happen, so head over there. I have a second channel too where you can see me more personally and unfiltered. I can't always say what I want to say on this channel as it continues to grow. So therefore the second channel has been created where I can be 100% myself. So go check that out if you're interested in that. Like this video as well. Let's get 700 likes for part 2 and let's get right into British chavs. By the way, it's 7 in the morning right now. Yeah. Okay.
In the noughties, putting 2 fingers up to traditional values seemed to do you no harm at all.
Was he just doing what I think he was doing? Oh god. A wanker in public. But literally, not just calling him an asshole.
Something was in the air, and we needed a way to describe it.
Jesus Christ.
Without sounding like snobs. We didn't have to wait long. Soon, a new word was on everyone's lips.
Chav. Council houses and vandalism. CHAVS stands for council houses and vandalism. Okay, so yeah, like we were saying. Like mini gangsters, I guess. Ooh, that guy just said the term degrades people and strips them of their humanity. I can understand that. Enjoying themselves in tracksuits. A bit broad of a definition right there. Slummy mummy.
Well, that's probably one of the defining words of the decade, isn't it?
Isn't it? Oh Lord.
The word chav had been circulating in Kent for several years, then plucked from obscurity.
Kent. That's like South England. If I can remember correctly from the accent videos. I believe it's southwest, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me know if I'm right.
It stormed the web. The Chav Scum website,
oh, no.
launched in December 2003,
Hoodie chav?
turned chav baiting into a national pastime.
Okay. So you went from talking about chavs are people in council housing and violent people to then saying they're basically just people with unfortunate circumstances to now calling them scum. So it went from the term I feel like being understandable, because it was literally just a term to define a certain type of person, to now being very degrading. Because if you're calling this person this and equating it to scum, that's not, and I don't think that's excusable, in my opinion. Because, yeah, no, that's not okay. Chav scum. I don't like that.
Before the word chav kind of came about, you probably would look at these kids on the street and not really think so much about them, but once you've now got this derogatory label, suddenly
everyone.
there seems to be so many of them.
Yeah. That's another thing. I feel like the term is one person defined chav as a teenager in a tracksuit enjoying themselves. You can find that anywhere, but that doesn't mean that person is violent. That doesn't mean they live on council housing. Maybe that's just how they like to dress. So the term can be applied to any body. So, I don't know.
first heard the word, a chav was a white working class man. He spent his money on heavily logoed sportswear, gold chains, and sovereign rings. His girlfriend, a chavette, had hoop earrings and a bit of an attitude.
Ooh. So, a chav is basically America's Cheeto girl or ghetto girl. The hoop earrings was... I don't know about this.
Chav is quite a clever word because it has a comic component. There's something quite funny about chavs. Their bad taste, their haircuts, their lifestyle seems almost comically, grotesquely vulgar.
She's a dick stirrer and a fucking thief and all.
Okay, if that's supposed to be chav behavior, then half British people are chavs, because most of y'all curse and are kind of mean. It's kind of weird. There's no, I feel like, clear distinguishing between just trailer trash versus being a chav. I feel like everything's grouped together, but you can't do that with people.
They want money, and they want fun, and they want to behave in a very chav-like manner.
What's a chav-like manner?
They're not trying to become posh, they're not trying to become middle class.
They were
Posh.
full of themselves.
So to be a good person in society, you have to be posh or middle class. Lame.
They were quite into bling. They were white, and they were tattooed. What they now call, classically, what they now call the tramp stamp, which is at the small of the back.
Even the guys?
Muffin top. A tramp stamp on a muffin top on a chav. That tells you a lot about English as it's developed in the last 10 years.
Don't look at me like I've done something wrong.
Oh man.
Chav spot.
But also, the lady, what am I trying to say? This scene was something. Because look at the way the lady's dressed, and then look at how the woman that she's yelling at are dressed. Trench coat, little heels, the little head wrap, umbrellas, she's in jeans and a hoodie. So this woman is expressing how they're looking at her. I'm assuming she probably just walked by and these people were judging. She probably just didn't even do anything. I wouldn't be surprised. She said, "Don't look at me like I've done something wrong." Her existence to them is wrong.
First for the Burberry check.
They can afford Burberry?
Burberry had shed its fusty image and become a fashion leader, worn by Madonna and the Beckhams. A Burberry cap, priced at £50, made a statement.
Only £50.
The Burberry thing is a very subversive act. You're taking over the bastion of the English elite. And that's an act of cultural resistance as much as anything else.
I don't know who they are.
The middle classes, they think they own Britain, and what the chavs reveal is that they don't. They've only got it on a long lease.
Burberry didn't like it much either.
Ooh.
They decided to take the cap off the shelves.
Aw. That reminds me of how... I don't know if y'all watched the show Jersey Shore, but basically Louis Vuitton sent Snooki, one of the cast members, a bunch of Gucci bags. Not because they wanted her to have luxury items, but because they thought this woman caring about a Gucci bag would ruin the Gucci brand, and thus more people would want to buy Louis, because they would then equate Gucci to trash, seeing how Snooki was the one carrying it. So I feel like Burberry just basically had the same sentiment. If these kind of people are wearing our merchandise, it's going to make us look bad, so let's get rid of the opportunity for them to even buy our stuff. Or buy what they could afford. On a marketing standpoint, I can't even look at it from marketing though. That's just, I hate that. All people are, in my opinion, equal. It's sad.
By early 2004, the media had gone chav crazy. The word started to broaden to cover anyone who was, well, a bit common.
A bit common, exactly.
They're a chav. That person, is pushing a pram and she's pregnant and she's 70. Chav.
I guess that's it. Yeah, but like I was saying, in the beginning, I feel like the chav term, if you can even say this, but it had good intentions. And I think over time, the term just became more grotesque and broad and started to sort of villainize a group of people for probably... I can't even say this because it's not from personal experience. I was gonna say from probably doing nothing. Like for that example, the woman was walking by and those women in trench coats and heels were judging her. But that being said, there's a reason the V, violent, was added to, it's not cha, it's chav. So I'm sure there's been cases of violence as well. Overall, I just don't think it's right to categorize individuals or people with one term because no two people are exactly alike. You can't say this person is a chav because this, but this person is also a chav because of something completely different. The term is so loose and applied negatively that I don't think it's fair. Y'all let me know your thoughts on chavs and your experience with chavs in the comments down below. Again, if you have any video suggestions or requests, make sure to DM them to me. Check out the second channel where you can see a different side of me. And yeah, like the video if you enjoyed. Bye.